Good morning and welcome back to Withrow Urban Homestead. Today is April 1st and it's time to sow our beets. You can direct sow beets 4 weeks before your last frost. And that's perfect. Right now it's 4 weeks before our last frost. And you can see it's still cold. I had to put my coat back on. It's in the 30s. I want to protect these beets from digging animals, so I'm going to put them under these super hoops. I set this up in the fall, so it's all ready to go. I want to sow the beets 4 inches apart. This is a new tool that I bought. You can adjust the little dibbers. It came with lots already on here, and I took them off to leave them to measure 4 inches apart. As you can see, beets are a good sized seed. They're not tiny. I'm going to want to sow them about 1/2 inch deep. I have a very small garden. The front and the back all together is only 600 square feet. This is my whole property. But if you have a big growing space, you can make your beet rows 12 inches apart. I'm just going to sow the beets 4 inches apart each direction. Beets tend to germinate in 7 to 14 days. They prefer to germinate in temperatures 50 to 80 degrees. Yesterday the high was 85, which isn't normal. Today the high's only 59. This is a perfect time to sow the beets here in north central Maryland. It's noon right now, and if you notice, a lot of this area is still in shade, and that will make this area less productive. Beets do prefer and do best in full sun. I'm putting 1 seed in each hole because each beet seed is really more than 1 seed. It's more of a seed pod. It's possible more than 1 beet will come up. You might have 2 or 3 beets from each seed. If they've germinated and the temperatures get consistently below, hang on, checking my notes, 48 degrees, without it warming up during the day, then I would need to cover this with fleece because they can bolt. But that's never happened to me. Because this is a small garden, normally I start with transplants. I start the seeds in the house under lights. It just gives me more control, but this year it's all about easy. So we're going to try direct sowing. Beets are light feeders. I don't plan to fertilize these. This garden is already full of organic matter. This variety is an heirloom, Detroit dark red beets. I've grown them for many years. I grow them for my husband Dale's salads, and I like to dehydrate them and turn them into beet powder. Now, if more than one beet germinated from a seed, I can leave those. And as one of those beets develops, like say there's 3 beets and one of them's ready, I can harvest that one and leave the other 2, and then they'll bulb up. I've never done that, but we'll give it a try this year. I grow beets twice a year. I plant them in April and they're ready in June. Then I plant them in July and they're ready in October. Beets will last in the fridge for 6 months. Beets require an inch of rain a week. I am going to water these seeds in today, so let's go get some water. You see how the daffodils, they're almost finished. I'm going to cover these and protect them from digging animals. I like these tall super hoops because I can use them the full growing season. Because these leaves, they will get tall. And they would knock their heads against the lower hoops that I have. I really like these. They're called super hoops. The netting has to be 10 feet wide. And it will stretch. It did have a layer of snow on it this winter. Now we just wait. Come back and check the progress of our beets. Thank you for visiting Withrow Urban Homestead. See you later. Bye-bye.